Alright, what's up my Destiny dudes? So, check it out guys, I got some Iron Banner gameplay for you guys today. And I've also got some thoughts on the recent TWAB that came out as of today, Thursday, November 17th, I think that's the date. Man, don't start waking up at 4:30 in the morning every day, guys. You start to lose sense of time and everything else in between. Anyway, yeah, check it out, guys. This video is going to be a bit of TWAB. I never really do these, but I'm going to cover the most important points that I found important anyway. Coming next season, it's going to be awesome. And before we go any further, I want to thank the sponsor of this channel, Prestige Labs. Check it out, guys. I've always been very clear in this channel that I highly value transparency. I've always tried to be as honest and transparent as possible with everyone that comes to my channel, especially if you come here respectfully. Supplements, on the other hand, are the opposite of this. It's why I don't ever recommend them. Supplements in general are wildly unregulated, meaning you're just as likely to get sawdust in your product as you are to get the product that's mentioned on the label. That's where these guys, Prestige Labs, come in super handy. They are CGMP certified, meaning they follow FDA regulatory practices just like the pharmaceuticals, and they're third-party verified. So you know that everything has been tested and it is verified. If you're interested to check out some of their products, take a look in the description section down below for 30% off with code FITNESSANDGAMING. And if you're interested in getting an additional 10% off your purchase, subscribe to their monthly product so it comes to you every month without you having to worry about it. Alright, back to the video. Alright, first thing I want to go over with you guys, man. The loadout that I'm using for this, I'm using Stasis because that's part of the quest line. I did not want to use Stasis or Arc, but Stasis was the choice I made, and to be completely fair, I'm having a blast using it. I got a bunch of Shatter Dive kills just like in the old days, and I was able to utilize a bunch of the settings in such a way that my guy feels like he's moving around quicker. So I thought to myself, maybe I can build into that a little bit more, right? So high mobility and then high resilience. With an auto rifle, if you use the targeting mods on your helmet, the anti-flinch mods on your chest piece, and then you increase your armor, your resilience up to 100, you pretty much can't be flinched. Then the rest of it is up to you to hit the chest to head area so that you're getting that really fast TTK. Then the Braytech Werewolf has a perk called Search Party. When you're alone, you get the benefit of higher stability and better handling, I think it is. It's pretty decent, and this thing has kill clip. So I was having a good old time with it, man. The sidearm that you're looking at is the seasonal sidearm. This thing was working really well for me in close quarter combat. It's a bit of a monster to try to control, but if you're close enough to somebody, it doesn't really matter. Just hit them somewhere, and you'll find that you're gonna knock them out pretty quickly. Been having a lot of fun. So the Iron Banner game mode is the next thing I wanted to talk about. Eruption. You guys already know my thoughts on this. I really like it. It's Clash, but it feels more like a type of like competitive sort of Clash where there's a timer on it that increases once you get 5 kills, that is, and it could be assist and kills. Once you get a bunch of those put together and you string them up, then a lot of the time what happens is your guy will get really, I almost want to think of it like enragement mode, where you're very fast and you're very nimble and all your weapons do like really good damage. You get more of a chance to get your super, everything doubles up, so you kind of go into this really crazy Spartan mode. If you guys can't tell, I've been watching God of War on YouTube. So you go into like this Viking Spartan mode where you can just run across the map and try to get people the entire like time that you're enraged and you're about to erupt. Now it does happen that what happens when you're going into the whole eruption mode, if you don't get to somebody within 15 seconds, then yeah, you do erupt and blow up. So you gotta at least get an assist on somebody. But I like that urgency to find somebody, that urgency to, get the next kill, throw your super in the right spot. It was making me play very differently and making me use different things, such as the Stasis subclass and auto rifle and, you know, the sidearm loadout that you're looking at right here. So I was having a really good time with it, man. I'm telling you, Iron Banner is so much freaking fun. Comparatively, when you think about the control playlist, which I don't care what they say, it is not loose skill-based matchmaking. I'm getting better connections for the first time ever in Iron Banner, which I think is hilarious. Part 2 of this that I wanted to talk about with Iron Banner specifically is that, yes, it feels more fun because it's more lobby-based matchmaking, so I end up getting a wider variety of people to play against, and the connections feel better to me than skill-based matchmade, which is a joke, control. Now, I don't mind skill-based matchmaking, you guys know that. I just don't like how hard they've placed barriers on people that are in the upper percentages to protect newer light players, only in the sense of the connection is kind of the problem there. Because then the upper players don't get a, quality connection for their matches. I find that to be a bit unfair. That's my only gripe with it. I don't care playing guys that are my level or higher. I don't mind getting beat because at least then I have something to learn. I do have a problem when my connection is more of an issue than my gameplay. But anyway, that's enough of that. I'll get off my soapbox right there. The second part to this I wanted to talk about, the TWAB. It has a couple of very interesting things that really caught my attention. They are now bringing in a ranked playlist. Now, if you guys have learned anything about Bungie, it's that they don't tend to operate quickly, so this has probably been in the works for some time now. We are just now learning about it. But a ranked playlist for Destiny 2 is exactly what this community has needed for years, I would say. Years now, dudes. So this is incredibly exciting for me because there is now a space for people to go and play and grind and get that reputation and, let's be honest, get the ego inflated enough up there to play where you guys can finally get your fill. And there's going to be a separate list that has to do with more pub play, where you can play with your buddies and go try out new builds and new loanouts, and it's going to be a little bit more connection based. I love the idea. I'm a little bit hesitant on how it's going to be implemented, because there's theory and then there's application. Sometimes they don't always line up. So we'll see. I'm really curious and I'm very optimistic. I enjoy what they do to this game for the most part. Yeah, sometimes they break things on purpose, like the Telesto event, just so we can have a bit of fun with it. To me, that stuff is fun. That doesn't bother me at all. I like that. I want them to do crazy, fun, silly things like that. That's my opinion on it. You guys already know this. But back to this. Okay, so they're going to go and create, and they have made a competitive ranking system. That is really cool. That's going to be fun to check out. There are going to be specific titles and ranks attached to that, and they have a bunch of other things coming into PvP as an overhaul. I'm glad they're finally making this attempt. Now, there are going to be a couple of more maps, but there's only going to be 3, so 2 returning ones, which is fine, the more the better, and 1 brand new one, which I'm excited about. I want them to put more maps in the game, more fun maps like Javelin, of that nature anyway, so that we have more fun playing on these things and we want to hop into the Crucible. I do think it's cool that they're starting to do things to it. I know for a fact that they know that PvP is valuable. It's just been very weird for me to see them act as if it's not a huge part of their game for so many years. But that's neither here nor there. I will definitely be more along the lines of, hey, water under the bridge. Because as long as it's getting worked on and fixed, I'm happy with that. Can't always be on my temp table, right, my dudes? Alright, so that's it. That's the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed what you heard, what you saw, if you guys want to talk a little bit more in the comment section, let me know what you think. Are you excited for what's coming with PvP? How are you guys enjoying the current Iron Banner? I'm really enjoying Eruption. The new game mode that they have coming out is called Fortress. Another game mode. I don't think they've ever had something like this. Again, I want to encourage this thing, so let's be a little more hyped, my dudes. Let's get into this, let's have some fun with it, and let's try to enjoy the experience together. Alright, if you guys got anything for me in the comment section or anything like that, let me know. I love all you guys. Remember to keep it zen out there, and I will see you in the next one.